How we doing, everyone?
Testing 1 2. Okay, we
good?
should be live. I think your game audio is really quiet though.
I can boost that up. No problem. Yeah, my Xbox does that when I go from streaming GameCube to Xbox. So that's probably a bit better. I can boost it up even more if you want. Mouse! Can you see it? You want to see it again? No, wait, that's Holy's mouse. That's not my mouse.
Yeah, that's my mouse.
When
Okay,
we're
actually let
ready.
me see how it sounds really quick.
Sure, sounds good. Do, 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 do. Should I run in French? Nah. Did I really have to sit through a freaking loading? Did I have to sit through a loading zone for that? Oh man, look at them controls.
Okay, that should be fun.
We're good? Okay, sitting through a loading zone at the moment. Are we memeing it up? Are we ready to go?
Yeah, whenever you're ready.
Okay. So I'm gonna do my countdown. Are you ready on time?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, starting in 3, 2, 1, go. So this is the 100% run. And do you want to explain what makes it 100% or should I?
Yeah, I can explain it.
Yeah,
So
boy.
if you saw the 90% race earlier, pretty much
Hopefully
you just
not.
had to. Hopefully not. Pretty much you just had to go through and you had to catch the bad guy at the end of each level and all that, blah blah blah, defeat the boss, go through the general story arcs. But in this along the way you need to collect all the different sandwich ingredients and all the clues in order to get 100%. There's 5 different sandwich ingredients in each level, I believe, and then I believe there's also 5 different clues.
There's technically only 4 clues you have to collect, because in every level you're required to collect the clue that finishes the level.
Yeah. Which you don't really see it as intended because you're pretty much forced to pick it up.
And it's a cutscene, so... Which we skip. We don't like cutscenes. We're speedrunners.
So if you saw the last run of this game, you're gonna notice that this category has a lot of backtracking and doing a lot of different things, especially in like the first level of the game.
Oh, the
It's just
first
very
level's
different.
extremely different. There's one ingredient that, to get it, you have to catch all the ghosts in the entire place. And it is a pain, to say the least. Should I try the Shaggy strats? Should I try that again?
It's up to you.
I'm gonna give it a try.
Shaggy strats is the theory that Shaggy might be faster than Scooby, which we're not sure yet. Some think that Shaggy might move faster than Scooby, but we have not tested exactly. So this game is pretty interesting. There's a lot of different techniques to the run. It's very based on movement, but it's also based on mashing, and it's also based on optimal movement around and mojo usage. Which mojo is the energy used to catch ghosts.
Yeah. You won't be seeing any ghost catching until about, I want to say, 3 minutes into the run.
And then you'll see quite a bit of ghost catching.
Yep, for the rest of the game, it's essentially just find page, catch ghost, do puzzle, profit. Recently, the blue ghosts have been, like, I guess I've been dodging them too well, because they've been just standing in place and sort of just staring at me.
Yeah, recently I've been getting hit by them all, so...
Well...
So if any of you want a fun game to play at home, whenever Farrah gets a sandwich ingredient in a certain level, go ahead and take that sandwich ingredient and add it to a sandwich, and then eat that sandwich at the end of the level.
Yeah, enjoy getting through Bayou. That sandwich looks horrible.
It's called the hashtag sandwich challenge.
Hashtag sandwich challenge. Not a thing yet, but will be when we decide to do it. Yeah, did you see that? The blue ghost just stopped in place and, like, I don't know. Okay, here we acquire the Tome of Doom, which is essentially what we use to catch the ghosts. I skipped the cutscene because, yeah, whatever. Now, Scooby and Shaggy are a little dim, and they don't actually know what it does. So they need to show it to Velma. But, Velma can't see without her glasses, so we gotta get those for her. I don't know how she dropped them on top of a bookshelf. She's really clumsy, and she just throws her glasses off whenever she feels like it. That blue
It's so
ghost
funny.
darted away from me. What?
You know how it takes about 10 seconds to go and get her glasses in this game?
Oh yeah, isn't the GBA version a little bit worse?
It's about 10 minutes. It's pretty funny.
So fun
You'll be
fact.
seeing that after this.
Fun fact, Baz thinks I use a modded controller because I mash so fast. But I will tell you firsthand that my mashing is completely official, and that I do have a modded Xbox controller. It eats half my inputs, though, so I cannot run on it. Also, it's a modded controller, so I can't run on it.
Excellent job grabbing the shadow page.
Yeah, no, I know. I always forget that. Now here is some of the worst mojo routing in the game. You gotta make sure you have enough to catch all these shadows. It can be one of the worst things ever. Oops.
And that's very interesting because there's actually the only non-required page in the entire game is the shadow page, which is required for 100%.
But not because you need all the pages.
Not because you know all the pages. You technically don't need all the pages for 100%.
I actually did absolutely horrible routing there. Okay, there we go. As long as I leave this room on full mojo, I'm good. Now, while the shadows are doing this attack, you actually can't get past them.
You can run, but you can't. Well, I guess you can hide.
You'll notice I'm trying to get as close to the door as I need to go to the next areas as possible, so that as soon as I'm done mashing to catch the ghosts, I can just pop into the... pop into the next room. Here it's optimal to catch the 2 green ghosts first, because that that second green ghost can go really far away and waste a lot of time. Hashtag chicken nugget challenge from Whoopik. He's laying it out there, guys. Who will accept the challenge? So we're finishing up here with Hambridge. We have a couple more shadows to catch, a couple more clues and ingredients to get. But this is the first level, and it's relatively introductory level.
You can run, but you can't. Well, I guess you can hide.
But not introductory if you're trying to do a blind 100%.
Very true. I wasn't sure if there's another shadow in that room. There's not. Interesting trick you can do here. You can catch this ghost, and then as the cutscene's playing for the door opening, you can push the bookshelf. Just saves a tiny bit of time. But, you know, everything counts in a speedrun.
That's a feisty one. Like I've got one. Come here, Shadow.
One more green ghost to catch in here. He's behind me. And he's running away from me. Are you kidding me? Okay, got him. He was avoiding the book. He did not want to be grabbed.
Yeah, ghosts will start to run away from the book once you have it open. provided that has some mojo in it.
Oh, do they really not run away if it's empty?
I don't believe so.
Them GBA strats. Empty your book of mojo so they don't run away. Oh, the ham, the trickiest of the ingredients. Other than the lettuce and the onion. So here, there's like a 50% chance that I catch the blue ghost if I try to go for the optimal strats. You'll notice here I'm backtracking to catch a ghost, and they also pull something very sneaky and hide an ingredient in this room. They hide the ingredient back over where the key was earlier, so you gotta just be, I guess, silly enough to try to look here to find this ingredient. And they do tricky things like that throughout the whole run. You'll see there's like one in at least the first 3 levels. Like if they can find a place that'll trip you up looking for ingredients and things, they'll find it. Since it's been a while since I've actually done the 100% run, I am going to do a quick check at the end of the level. So we're going to quickly check. We're missing all episode file, clues. You got all the clues. Okay, we're good.
Good job.
Okay. Because I have finished that before and only gotten 4 to 5 clues. So now optimal ghost catching in this room is green, blue, green, I believe. Starting with this green ghost, the small green ghost. This blue ghost who flies over here. Let me see if I can get him. And then there'll be a green ghost and a blue ghost coming around this bookshelf. Okay, that's fine. You want to get this green guy. Leaving that other blue ghost at little health is kind of annoying, but I'm just going to have to deal. And hope this is him. It is actually faster to slow down your mashing if you're about to run out of book juice and there's stuff nearby, strictly to ensure that you don't lose the ghost that you were just catching. Okay, one last ghost, the one ghost that got away. Sir Blue Ghost. Yeah, he was like 2 button presses away. And that's World 1 for you. Probably the most boring of the worlds. Fortunately, you don't get to see any of the story. Essentially, it was Mr. Peabody. Can't you tell by these clues?
Yeah, I guess I can kind of explain the story if you want right now.
Sure.
So pretty much the whole story of the game is the gang is all called up to investigate what's going on at Mr. Dinsdale's library, who is Velma's old librarian, because now there's ghosts all haunting the library. And yeah, so they go around and investigate, and then they find there's a Tome of Doom on display, which is a book that's used to catch ghosts. But then they also find a second Tome of Doom, and which actually turns out to be a real one, and the other one was a fake. And pretty much Mr. Dinsdale has an assistant called Mr. Peabody who fixes old books and like does book bindings and stuff. And what he did was make a fake Tome of Doom to try to steal the real one for himself. And then he also sent ghosts all around the library.
Yeah.
Most likely just so actually, I'm not sure why he did that.
It's probably to further the overall plot that winds up becoming relevant when you start to see the whole game as as its unit. So
yeah,
ideal movement in here does get this blue ghost over here, which is extremely annoying because yeah, he's just following me right now and he's gonna hit me. There are these invisible things that were throwing stuff at me. Those are poltergeists.
Oh my god.
And, well, you know, it's nighttime already.
Dude, I love when the ghosts are like half in the ground.
I
Just their torso.
think the best is when you in Hambridge, when you catch the green ghosts in the lobby, they like extend up into the air if you're down the stairs. You know what I mean? So like you should be sucking them in the book, but they're like above your head 10 feet. Oh, it's nighttime already. This game is a lot of just memorizing the puzzles and getting really optimal movement, hugging the walls a lot with Shaggy and Scooby.
So if you're wondering why we're at the movies all of a sudden, it's because these two brothers called up the gang and they're like, yeah, there's ghosts haunting this library. And that's about it.
Library?
Oh, movie set?
Yeah, no spoilers. This is actually a library. Can't you tell by the boxes? The movie set actually lends for a bunch of interesting different scenes, quote unquote, throughout this level. We're starting sort of in the fantasy area. We move on from that relatively quick though, and then we go to space. Oh, camera, what you do? So here is actually a room with minor RNG. The blue ghost can spawn much closer to the door, and if it does, you don't have to walk as far to start catching it. I'm not missing anything, right? The next actual collectible is not for a while. I believe it's after we go to space. Yeah, it is.
Lol,
Now-
dumb Fred.
Dumb Fred. So after running this game, you sort of have the route ingrained into your mind, but in general, this is really a relatively confusing, like, exploratory game where you're supposed to go around and figure out, you know, where you're supposed to go. And there are people I've talked to, Star Wars Mo in particular, who feel this game is actually better than Night of 100 Frights because it falls more in the Scooby theme of mystery solving instead of platforming. Which, you know, to each their own.
Well, if you want a really good, like, mystery solving segment of this game, World 3 is the best example, like the first part of it.
Yeah, the world.
There's all
3,
these different puzzles and stuff.
Yeah, it's filled with these puzzles that unfortunately are, well, I guess fortunately, are not RNG. So you just go through and have them memorized and don't have to worry.
And yeah, because we know what the puzzles are, it allows us to do several sequence breaks.
Yeah. Not major sequence breaks, but
No, it just allows us to have the solution up
Yeah.
front.
without
And not have
having
to go
do
around and look
certain
for it.
things. Yeah. Same thing here. This is like the first of those. There's a lever puzzle, but since we already know the solution to it, we can just come in here and enter the code.
Yeah, because see, right here, you're supposed to like go around and like, oh, hey, there's a picture of a lever. Now I have to go around and find all the different pictures of a
Yeah.
lever and write them down.
Come back, do the code. Fred doesn't know the code though, but we'll get to that later. This game makes a lot of use out of like minimal environments, as you're often doing a lot of backtracking and different things in different areas. As you saw through the Hambridge levels, we had to backtrack through after getting the Tome of Doom and catch all the ghosts. They make use of that minorly here, as now we're backtracking again through the town because we've opened the castle now. And I'd say movies is probably one of the most memorable levels of this game, mainly because no one gets past the Wild West or the Bayou. That's pretty accurate, right?
Yeah, that's pretty accurate.
Okay, coming up, I'm gonna have to switch to Scooby for a couple of like Cosmic Dude. I'm gonna have to switch to Scooby for a couple of collectibles and just oh man, bad RNG there. Poltergeist trapped me next to the button. I did that in the wrong order too, but that's fine.
Wow, what kind of RNG is that?
It's probably not RNG. I probably manipulated that by accident. My bad. So one of the mechanics of this game that sort of makes it interesting, I guess, is that Scooby is the only one who can crawl through small passageways. Shaggy has no benefit unless he's faster. In other versions of the game, though, Shaggy has his own merit.
AKA GBA.
Yeah. Which we'll explain more about that later when we're doing the GBA run. Is that next? I believe that's next, right?
Yes.
Sweet. Get hyped for that.
Yeah, you're gonna see a lot of differences, which I'm not sure if you're aware of or not, Farah.
I'm not. I haven't seen the run before. I'm going to just try to do my best with it.
Raggy, look. What'd you find there, Scoob?
Oh, hey, here's the part of the graveyard that you don't go over to an 8% at all.
The part of the graveyard that looks like you're supposed to go over there and check and see that the door is locked, and then realize you can't get through, and you have to come and crawl under here. And then
What's
Shaggy,
the point of making all those doors over there if you can't even go through any of them?
Shaggy comes
Ever.
through it in the end anyway. I think Scooby opens it for him. Now they hide a
Oh,
tricky,
yeah. Right.
they hide a tricky lettuce right here, which you need for Hundo. I also have to remember there's a clue in the poltergeist room.
Yeah, this lettuce is a bit tricky. I didn't even realize it was right there.
It's not as tricky as the first world's lettuce.
No.
You got first world lettuce, dude. Okay, so here the vampire can pop out and scare you, but if you move optimally through it, you don't have to worry. Get up there. There you go. You want to get past minecart? Yeah, that's one of the biggest humps in this game. Is there's a minecart mini game type thing, and it is just horrible. Okay, here is the third page, technically, of the run. The poltergeist page.
Yeah, I enjoyed crying during my first playthrough of this game through minecart and motorcycle.
Now be a nice poltergeist and get back into the book.
Okay, as long as the poltergeist doesn't pull me right into the wire, I should be okay.
It's a clue, a clue. Hey, Scooby found a clue.
There are 3 polterguy. And unfortunately, you can't catch all 3 with 1 Tome of Doom filling. So you gotta go over here and get a couple of little bursts of tome. Now, hopefully I get close enough to refill the tome as I'm catching him, which I did, so I can have enough for the mummy catch later. Now, you have to play as Shaggy for the rest of the level. I'm going to try to do beat the Red Knight in the race strats. So, if you go through this part fast enough, you can actually get in front of the... Ah, I didn't do it! You can actually get in front of the Red Knight by using that boulder. You spawn that boulder a little bit early. It pushes the Red Knight back, and then you go around him and you can beat him out of here. Unfortunately, I missed it. That's okay. I think we're doing good so far. I'm gonna, since I'm remembering it right now, I'm gonna get the clue as soon as I enter this next place. Because there's this one clue that if you don't remember it's there, it can troll you later. Because it's, I mean, you can get it later, but since I'm remembering it now, I'm just going to get it for safety. I also don't want to risk going up here with Scooby if he's slower.
Stay in the frame.
Stay in the frame. So this movie director guy is now trying to get good shots using Shaggy's agony. Heartless person.
Okay, now look there.
So essentially,
I agree.
What?
I agree.
So essentially, at this point in time, we're trying to rescue Scooby, who was captured by the Red Knight. And so we're trying to activate a crane right now. But, you know Shaggy, he gets distracted, so we're going to grab some mustard beforehand. And I think I'm actually really good on pace right now. I'm not sure offhand, but it feels like a really good pace so far.
You're 23, 28.
Yeah, I have no clue what that means in terms of my run. but it feels like good pace, so I'm gonna call it good pace. Okay, the camera's being weird, but it's okay. Now you'll notice there are mummies around here. Before I can catch them, I need to get the mummy page.
Beautiful.
If there was a way to catch them prior to getting the mummy page, you might be able to skip a huge section. But I'm not sure, maybe not.
Yeah, I bet you could.
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah.
The only thing I don't know is you don't have the red knight helmet until you rescue Scooby. You know?
Okay.
And you need that, like, that's the required clue for the run. But I don't know, maybe you'd go out and you'd just assume you'd have it. Because who knows how they actually programmed it.
Who knows? We'll probably never know.
Yeah. Okay, now act scared. This game is extremely not broken. So this is essentially a glitchless run. Minus one skip, I believe, at the very end of the run. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's barely even a skip too. It's just
Yeah.
like optimized movement to make it a skip.
Yeah. Well, also you extend the length of a box, a costume box open.
Oh yes, that's another skip.
So at this point in time, what we're trying to do is get someone has actually shut off the crane, so we have to go get the fuse and the gear so we can reactivate it. They essentially disassembled their crane so we couldn't free Scooby. Also, Daphne is trapped at this point in time, again, so we have to get a key for her, but it was catapulted into a part of the room that only Scooby can get, so now we have to go save Scooby. They make a chopped liver pun, or joke, coming up, because Scooby-Doo likes to do that. Now we're coming up onto a part of the run where all the runners disagree with the actual way that's routed faster. And I know for a fact my way is routed faster because I've timed it, and it comes out to be exactly minus 0.0 seconds if done optimally. So, yeah. And that is to get the gear first before the fuse.
Lol.
Shots fired.
Dude, that's a nice optimization.
That plus 0.0.
Like piece of cake.
I mean minus. It comes out 50-50. Half the time it's plus 0, half the time it's minus 0. Okay, coming up is the mummy page. Earlier I said that I was trying to fill up my Tome of Doom so that I had enough to catch these mummies. You need essentially a full book to catch a mummy. Like, you need more than half the book to catch the mummy, which requires a refill of tome. Wow, I just instantly refilled the whole tome. I've never seen that before.
Wow. Nice.
I don't know how that happened. I just opened the tome and it was all full.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm not sure, but
that's at least 3 green.
Whoa.
You see that, right?
yeah.
One more. There we go. And the mummies can give really bad RNG with their stomp attacks. And if you get a stomp attack before you actually are able to pull them, the stomp attack will hit you. I got lucky there. The zombie started moving back. There's a fun visual cue you can use in this room. When you hit the lever, if you watch the first swinging axe closest to the far door, it's on the exact same cycle as the axe near you. So if you watch that axe, and if it's close, you know you have to delay a second before you go and move on. And if it's far away, you know you can just run straight through. Coming up
Thanks
here...
for the advice, dude.
Yeah, you're welcome. Coming up here is a boulder. Now, it fell down and chased us into the other room, but it was guarding some cheese. So, I mean, I wouldn't use that cheese for a sandwich, but Shaggy will. So we're going to get it.
Like it's only a movie set.
You know, it's only a little moldy. You just cut off the moldy parts. Those tome strats, though. Like, the camera is confusing in some of these places. Like, what is it doing here? Like, that doesn't help me. You know what I mean, right? Like, sometimes you feel like the camera's gonna do one thing, and it just goes all the way to, like, right field, and you're like, why did you do that? I wish it was the SM64 camera. No. I'm bad at that game, dude, in case you didn't know.
No, I didn't.
Oh, good. I hit it well. So coming up, we're getting the last thing to fix the crane, the fuse, and then we will be heading on to the last bit of the movies. I actually believe I have all the snacks and the clues at this point in time, minus the red knight helmet. Now, fun fact: you can actually touch that stage light and get hurt, even though it's not moving. And that poltergeist is dumb and pushes it away from you both times. He's like, "Here, let me get that for you." Oh, I almost just didn't get the fuse. I almost just walked back down onto the ship.
Oh, like I did a little bit ago.
Yeah, during the any % race, right?
Yeah.
So, how you liking Shaggy's walking animation stream? Gonna be seeing that for a while. Yeah, I like the way they animated his legs and his back. That's really not good for his posture, though.
At least he doesn't look as much like a giraffe in this game.
As which game? Scooby-Doo 2 Monsters Unleashed?
As Classic Creek Capers N64.
Well, he can't ski in this game, so...
Oh my god.
I'm happy Whoopik is still with us. So, coming up next, I believe, is we're going to save Scooby, and then we're going to go do mummy catching strats after we free Daphne, but, you know, who cares about that part? So to save Scooby, we just activate the crane that we now have all the parts for. And to save Daphne, we just gotta go get the key in her. Just keep pressing the button, Shaggy. We gotta go get the key that was launched by the catapult like an hour ago. You remember that? Yeah, well that's relevant, so we gotta go get that now.
Take the lead, Scoob. Like, come back quickly, Scoob, and bring me back a sandwich, would you?
You'll notice me occasionally checking my sandwich ingredients because I don't want to not have all the everything. So I think at this point in time I also have all the clues. Let me just double check. I do. Okay, good.
Zoinks! Hey, Scoob, you're back.
Now it's time for mummy catching. This is probably the worst part of movies, as it's just catching a bunch of mummies.
Yeah.
And yeah,
These guys can really
It's-
troll you if you're not careful.
requires a good route though too.
Yeah.
The Shaggy.
But we have a really good route for it, luckily. Oh, this mummy's owning me. Wow.
Like I've got one.
Wow, I've never caught two mummies in the first room. That's cool.
I think that all depends on just how much mojo appears in the first room, and
Is it random how much mojo appears?
I don't know, because I remember last time there wasn't that much mojo, but
Now, when I start mashing, I always start with B. Just because from there, if I'm right, I save a bit of time thanks to just mashing the right button. But if I'm wrong, I only have to move either one button up or one button down. As X stops the Tome of Doom, Y is, and A, B, and Y are only the buttons that it'll ask to mash. So, fun fact about my strats. Yeah, so if I get lucky like that, I just start mashing instantly and I can get a slightly quicker kill, depending on, you know, how good I am with the mashings. And I'm pretty bad. Okay, one last mummy here. We want to leave here with full mojo, because as I said, we have one more mummy at full health to catch. And, leaving with full mojo is pretty important just to ensure you can catch him without having to grab extra mojo in the next room, because there's no mojo fountain. There's no skulls floating around to give you the mojo. So you'd have to walk around and collect individual circles, which is slow. Oh no, which mummy is it? It's the far mummy.
Yeah, the skulls provide infinite mojo, but then the little wisps all over the ground are just small doses of mojo.
Yeah. The white is the most powerful mojo, and I believe the orange is the weakest. With the green being the general one you're given, and purple also okay. So here is boss 2. Now this boss is not as on theme with the first boss you saw, where it was just catch the ghosts. This boss is a bit more silly. This boss is let's run away from the Red Knight. And that's the whole boss. And I'm 90% sure Shaggy's faster, so I'm going to switch. I don't know if it's worth switching. I'm going to do it anyway. So those barrels have done infinite damage to me before and just killed me outright. So I'm going to do my best to completely avoid them. Make this a deathless movies.
Which isn't that difficult?
No, deathless in this game is not difficult. Minus minecart and motorcycle ride, which are two pretty much minigame segments. Within the game, the life system works. It's pretty lenient. The way the life system works is you have a life bar at the top, as you've seen, and every time you get hit by a ghost, it goes down. When you reach 0 life, you don't die. Instead, Scooby and Shaggy jump into each other's arms and start running. And if you get hit while doing that, then you lose. That barrel's killed me before.
Man, the life system in this game is almost the exact opposite of Mystery Mayhem GBA.
Oh yeah? Is that when, like, you get hit, you die instantly?
Sort of.
Oh, stuck.
So yeah, Fred can't figure out the levers.
Oh yeah, that's the story behind this boss fight. Fred doesn't know which levers to pull, so he's trying to activate the different combination for the bridge that we did earlier.
And if you're wondering why the Red Knight is wearing a bag over his head, it's because he lost his helmet earlier.
While
I'm not sure
running
exactly
with Scooby, when he's running and carrying Scooby, his helmet falls off, and that's when you get the Red Knight helmet clue, which is the last clue you'll see. There it is. Oh man, 100% so far good. You'll notice me mashing in between to get the quick presses of A and B in between levels. Oh man, WWW coming up. The Weird Wild West. So these poltergeists can be a little annoying, but I think I got their general pattern down pretty well.
Yeah, I'll give a quick lore update. So pretty much what just happened, so it turns out that the person, there was someone sent there to
Kidding me?
buy their property named Robert Zavinsky, and he was also the person who sent all the ghosts there as well. And he was also dressed up as the Red Knight, trying to scare off people from the movie studios so that he could buy their land for cheap. And he works for Grimwood Development. And now we have a third case here, which it's a Wild West theme park, and it closed down because it's haunted by ghosts.
Because why not, right? My routing for food has been horrible. I'm actually might fall behind Shaggy here. Also, Scooby's
Man,
having
I love
trouble
games
burping.
with just like pointless mini games that are in it.
Okay, I'm getting really nervous here. I gotta pull ahead of Shaggy. Okay, I think I did my job well.
Shaggy's doing test strats.
Yeah, really. It's okay, I pull ahead at the end there. So now the lore is Shaggy fell through a hole in the floor, trying to get some extra barbecue sauce for the food he just finished. Oh,
Yeah, and since Shaggy was so heavy and then he fell through, and then when we got to him again he wasn't heavy, I'm assuming that maybe it just like fell off or something, I'm not sure.
or alternatively, he was down there working out while Scooby was, or burping, you know, because that's how they get thinner in the minigame.
Yeah, that could be a thing.
This is one of the parts of the game that just screams Scooby-Doo to me. It's the typical chasing the monsters around in the hallway and running around. And it's great. It's great. I like how the ghosts, they made the room so small that the ghosts' particle effects just still come through the door. So you can still see exactly where all the ghosts are. Okay, here's the last one here. She's going to run into that far door. And
It's so
we're gonna
funny to me,
chase
it's
her.
like, why the heck are the ghosts like all just running into different rooms?
Yeah, like the mummies, which you don't see another one of in this entire area, is for some reason running around in these doors. Here we acquire the lantern, which is a very minor item in this game, not so much so in GBA, I believe. And
Yeah, minor here, pretty major there.
you want to explain the physics of how the dark room works in terms of killing you?
It'll kill you pretty easily.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm not entirely sure of the physics. I know you're explaining something, Auntie.
Yeah, so here's what I think it is, at least. Is the edge of the darkness is a death zone. So if you're in the edge of the, like, if your oil runs out in the darkness, you go in the dark zone and you just die. However, when you get to the edge, Scooby turns off the light. So it treats it as if the light's not actually there. And in that case... it just when you get hit by a ghost, it forces you back, which pushes you into the death plane and kills you.
Okay. Well, when I died, I went along the left path. I wasn't near the light yet, but
Oh, and the ghost hit you and just killed you?
Hey, Scooby.
yeah. So now I just go through the middle, and I haven't died since.
I see.
Hey, Scooby.
So this room that the piano puzzle that I finished a while ago is actually one of the places in the game where that's a sequence break. You're supposed to go around the whole area looking for clues as to what the combo is you need to play on the piano. But since it's the same every time, you can just like put it in and it'll work every time. Now here the routing is relatively particular for grabbing ingredients and things. And you'll notice I'm kind of low on health thanks to those ghosts, but luckily there's a Scooby snack box, which puts you up to full health. So, you barely waste time to grab it. It'd probably waste more time to get the running animation, depending on where you got it, of course. Give me good RNG, Dust Devil, thank you. So now we're going to go free Fred from the cage. You're not going to see him, but trust me, we freed Fred. And we're gonna go get one more key. I believe this next one's the bank key. Vault key.
Yeah, and then we'll be coming to the minecart really soon here, which is gonna have some really complicated nugget routing.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's not like any percent where you can just try to get through the minecart without dying. You have to get 127 nuggets, at least, to get a snack ingredient at the end. So I'll have to be very careful about grabbing nuggets there. Where's the Dust Devil? It's optimal to catch this Dust Devil now, since then you don't have to run back down here later. Except in the 100% route we do, because we have to grab an ingredient later. But still, I like to catch him, so I don't have to worry about him as much. Though Winslanator did his runs. It's now the rest of the Scoobython's going on. But
Oh
thank
my
you
God.
for joining us. Okay, wish me luck on the minecart. I actually haven't done nugget routing in a while, so hopefully I'm able to get it first try. This is where runs go to die. This is where good runs go to die.
Yes, this is definitely not as bad as the Bayou for 100%.
The bayou's not that bad. I'm missing so many nuggets, though, now.
Yeah, if he misses too many nuggets, I'll have to do the entire minecart
Minecart.
segment over again.
Yeah. Not fun. Not a fun day when that happens. Because that wastes about 10 minutes. Ah, and I picked the wrong side. I might take a death for nugget collecting, depending on how bad I do a little later. We'll see. But I got both of those. So far, pretty optimal, except for the couple I missed. Obviously, I guess. I'm not sure, Holy. I might have to do this again. Hopefully not, but
I guess we'll see.
yep. Okay, I'm actually doing better now, so. Whew. There is some trolley nuggets that look like you have to jump to get them, but you actually don't. They're coming up, I think, in this room or the next room. Not entirely sure. Yeah, here they are. Yeah, if you jump, you just jump over all of them, and it's horrible. Two more levels left, and I have to make sure to get the clue as well. There's one clue hidden in the minecart, and of course it's when the minecart starts splitting up, so you know. I'm actually doing really well. I have 100 already.
Not bad. Hopefully, he'll clutch it out.
Yep. We're going into the second to last level now. I need 27 more nuggets, which shouldn't be too bad. And this is so far deathless. That nugget's almost impossible to get, so no shame in missing it. And here I'm taking a very specific route because I have to get the clue, so. Okay, 114 is enough to finish this minecart. So I will die if I don't get all the
120.
ones I need. Yeah,
So
it's 127. So I'll see if it's possible. I think it is. I'm 90% sure it is. So I'll just try to die at the end if I don't. Luckily, there's opportunities to die at the end without pressing any buttons. So I'm at 23 right now. Need 4 more. I think there might only be 3. Might need perfect nugget. Nope, I'm good. Then the troll ending where you have to hold right. Okay, so the moment of truth. That was deathless, wasn't it? I believe that was a deathless 100% minecart. That is extremely difficult to do, and I don't think the world record does that. And I got the cheese.
impressive.
Oh man,
Where's the clue?
I feel the pressure now, Holy.
Hey, Scooby found a clue.
I don't know how pace I am, but oh man. Oh no, did I rip the run?
How?
I forgot the barbecue sauce. I think I ripped the run.
No, you should be able to go back down there.
No. It's rip. Damn it. Okay. Well, we'll continue as if I had it, but I missed the barbecue sauce. Damn it.
Well,
So much for that. Welcome to the any percent run. I hope this isn't the last guy. I don't think it is. Nope.
yeah, you pick up the barbecue sauce right when you get Shaggy. It's like not even out of the way at all. It's just right there.
I just completely forgot it, and it's what I always missed as a kid. Oh man. Now I'm sad. Now I'm so sad. This was such a good run. No.
It's all good.
Yeah. Maybe I can come back and get it after the run's over, and then I don't know if that's how time would work or not, but
Oh, it's just one tiny item. It's fine.
yeah, it's true.
Wait, you found a clue.
99% hype. So I'll see if after I can go and grab it, depending on how under or overestimate I am. So now this fight is pretty much all RNG. We're hoping on the gang to throw us as many green or purple mojo things as possible. There's a nice purple one. But I'll take whatever I can get. There's another purple one. That's good.
That twister's splitting into smaller twisters.
There's another purple one down. Some bad RNG there. Got grabbed by the twister. That's okay. This is a good first couple of cycles here. Did I run out of mojo? I didn't. I must have pressed X. It's a really good fight so far, actually.
Devils are coming down.
Yeah. To be honest, I'm not entirely sure why there even is a dust storm here. It explains it in the GBA version, but not here. Or maybe it does. I think it's in a cutscene. I don't really remember though.
Might be, yeah. It's really important to mash the end of the catching as quickly as possible, because the end of the catch is where the ghost can either attack you or not. So once he starts to attack, you gotta mash as fast as possible, so he doesn't get a chance to get you. Okay, last one coming down now. This one's the hardest. He takes pretty much a full book to catch, so you'll see me probably drop him a couple times, mainly because he's faster than you and Shaggy, so he'll come and attack you and nothing you can do really. in time. I got him. Okay. Got him. So, that's the end of World 3. Now we're on to everyone's favorite, World 4.
Hell.
Yep. So I don't know if I'll have to play the whole level over again to get 100% or if I'll just have to get the barbecue sauce. I'm guessing I'd have to play the whole level over and that would be Rip Run right there. But, marathon strats, we're gonna go barbecue-less percent. That makes me sad, because this probably would have been world record, too. Just tack on like 5 seconds and see if it would have been world record.
Snag one.
I found a clue.
So coming
Like
up is
a
the
clue
first
in the
puzzle.
bayou. Groovy.
Like a clue in the bayou. Groovy. Very nice, Shaggy. So coming up is pretty much a series of puzzles and swimming sections. That is literally the worst thing. It's all fun and games up until this level. This level becomes the most frustrating thing ever. And depending on my alligator cycles later and how well I complete the puzzle, this could be really good or just horrible.
Look, Scoob, what do you think this is?
I don't know what Shaggy was just talking about. So this is swimming. This is pretty much the main gimmick of the bayou. Scooby swims around with his scuba gear. And
it's bad.
yeah, it's pretty much the worst thing. Is there swimming in GBA?
You'll have to wait and see.
Oh, good. I can't wait. Oh my god. I think for the first part of the run, I'm going to hook up my microphone to my laptop, go make myself another coffee, and commentate on the move, depending on how long of a break you want to take.
Yeah.
How ahead / behind are we? Are we still like 30 minutes?
You're
behind?
about 56 minutes right now, so we'll see where we're at estimate-wise.
I don't mean behind in terms of my estimate. I mean behind in terms of schedule.
Scooby-Doo, are you all
Oh, yeah. We'll see what we'll do.
Let me just say, I'm so glad we dropped Warpless.
Yeah. Nobody likes that.
I hate that category. So coming up now is the pipe puzzle. Pretty much the worst. And this took me hours as a kid to figure out. Like I had no clue what I was doing. It was just like, okay, just what's going on? Now it doesn't take quite as long, but it's still one of the more frustrating parts of the run. It can be annoying.
I don't think so. I don't think so. Ruby.
There it is. Okay. I did that a little bit wrong, but that's okay. Semi-optimal button presses is not the biggest issue.
so. I don't think so.
Yeah!
So yeah, this is the puzzle. It's not much. It's pretty much done now. I just have to double check that all my water routing is correct. It's not good. That's what I like to see, boys. Yeah, now it's done. There was one thing I did wrong. It's fine.
Great.
My puzzle in general is not usually super optimal.
Hmm.
Coming up, we get to be Scooby for an extremely long period of time, while we do literally the worst part of the run. Should I do a marathon safety save? Probably not, right?
I almost lost my appetite.
I don't think so.
I didn't save.
Yeah, I didn't need to save in the 80% race.
Great.
Do. Shaggy can sometimes just get stuck on the stairs there and leave Scooby behind. It's really annoying.
Zoinks!
Ooh, I'm at low health. This is a no good. I don't want to die here because if I die here to the alligator, I have to do the entirety of Bayou over again.
I'll be back in like a few minutes.
Yep, no problem. So I'm just finishing up puzzle here. I might actually take a safety save because I do not want to rip now. And take that safety save just so then we don't have to redo all of Bayou if the alligator kills me. So coming up you'll see like the first alligator that actually gives us trouble in the run. This alligator, depending on the cycle you get it in, it's gonna come for you. Now the way the alligators in this game work is that they actually home in on you from a certain distance, and there's just nothing you can do. They're just coming for you. Luckily there I beat his cycle. Hopefully I can beat his cycle going back as well. It doesn't look like I will. It looks like you'll get to see the trolliness of these alligators. So he's going to attack me, then he's going to spin around, and I got to wait for him to get really far away. So if I come up too soon, he just turns around and attacks you again, because their range of sight is ridiculous. Absolutely insane. It's horrible.
Did you find any food?
For some reason, all the music has stopped playing in the game right now, which is annoying. Make it stop. Good memes, WSPC. Sorry it took me so long to see that. Okay, so we got the gumbo. That was our goal. That's why we did all those puzzles, to get the gumbo. And now,
Gumbo!
Shaggy essentially becomes a zombie.
Yeah.
And now Scooby's all alone.
Lore behind that is he got like, I don't know, he fell in like the mud or something. Now they think he's a zombie because there's a bunch of ghost zombies conveniently, so.
Yeah. In general, this game shows us how silly the military can be when it comes to video games. I got a live one. Stop right there. This is a restricted area. Gonna avoid that alligator. He was gunning for me. But I got in the logs quick enough, and we got good alligator cycles here, it looks like. Yep, I got through all there. So he's gonna get us the first item, or second food item rather, the shrimp.
Yeah, lore update. So the Wild West area we were just at, turns out that that place was also being haunted by ghosts, so that Greenwood Development could buy it. And now we're here in the Bayou, which is also trying to be bought by Greenwood Development. Actually, no, it has been bought by Greenwood Development, and now it's being cleared out by the military.
Mm-hmm. Because of the zombie infestation, I believe.
And then it's gonna be sold to Sherman Tech.
But do we know that yet?
Do we?
I don't know.
No, we don't. Well, it's gonna be anyway.
Oh, this isn't good. I got alligator and alligator and spotlights on me at the moment. Oh, this ain't good. I don't want to drown either. It's better to take hits from the things than to stay underwater for.
Well, do you know how to optimally
Probably not.
go through spotlights?
How?
Or semi-optimally? Once it fires at you once, like, it'll fire at you, you can go underwater, and then once the shot's fired, it won't fire at you for another, like, 30 seconds, so you can just swim around openly in the light.
So all of a sudden, this guy's following us. So, I don't know who he is, but I'm scared of him, so we're gonna run away from him.
Hey, Billy Bob. Dude, I love how funny it is, just like, no explanation, he just starts following you.
Well, you can talk to him and then you get some explanation, but in general, yeah. No explanation, he's just like, here I am! I really wish you could switch to him, that would be great. If they just made him a retextured Shaggy that you could switch to. But they didn't remember, like, they didn't realize. Because his AI controls exactly like Shaggy when Shaggy's following you.
Dude, I would love to play as him, you kidding me? Like, look at the way he moves his arms.
And legs. And head. Oh my god, he has galoshes. I wonder what flavor they are.
Probably get barbecue sauce.
Oh yeah, thanks. Appreciate it. The perimeter has been breached. If you haven't made it this far in the game, this is where all the silly memes start. I don't know about you, Holy, but I want to fly.
At WPC 6707.
Oh man, here we go. Last swimming segment, here we go. Let's get it. Let's get it done. Get the clues too, because we kind of need those. It's after the figure 8 alligator, I think, if I remember correctly. And then there's a clue on the mine cart, or the motorcycle ride.
What's this?
Here we go. Let's see if we get good alligator cycles. This alligator can stun lock you forever if you're not careful. He just like sits in the corner and... Okay, I got through it okay. Now we have these alligators. These aren't that hard to deal with. They just go up and down. I'm not going to make this cycle. But it's okay because this cycle lines up with the other cycle nicely. I'm going to try to get through the far cycle. Yeah, I'm going to make it. It'll be fine. Oh, barely didn't make it. That's okay though. In general, it's really important not to alert the swimming alligators, because when you alert a swimming alligator, they are fierce. Okay, I thought I was going to be able to hide from that spotlight, apparently not. Slow strats now. Get out from under the boat, Scooby. Thank you. This run is such a meme. It's great.
Sorry, but I think Monsters Unleashed is a bit more of a meme, but
It's not a meme competition. And I'm only saying that because I definitely lose. Here we grab the chicken. Some Scooby snacks for health. Now these guns that they're using actually deal splash damage. So you can get them to shoot each other. It's kind of funny. Where's the last guard? See, look, like that guy got shot. See, look, they're all getting shot. The last guard's in here, good. Yeah, there we go. The splash damage done on the guards. Just gotta make sure to not die in the next 17 seconds. Yeah, if you're close to them, they can't actually hit you, which is nice. You win!
oh, time. Okay.
No, no. Yeah, that's Bayou %. Coming up is the motorcycle ride, the second rendition.
Well,
of...
there's also the you win after the food eating challenge, so
That's true, unless you lose.
called food %.
Does it matter if you win or lose? Like if you lose, do you have to do it again?
If you lose, I think you have to do it again.
Interesting. So I have to collect 2 ingredients as well as one clue during this motorcycle ride. If you don't know where either of them are, they can be a little painful to try to look for. Thankfully, I have the route memorized, and it's the only route I do now is the route that actually has the clue and the ingredients. So you'll actually see me, even if I do all mini games, I do the route with the clue and with the ingredients, despite them not being there. And in any % I sometimes get the clue and ingredients, just because I'm so used to the route with them.
Scooby-Doo. Scooby-Doo.
Born on the bayou. Oh yeah, and everything Billy Bob says during this is a meme.
Alligator.
I want to try to get I Want to Fly.
Scooby-Doo.
And you don't want to get that's gotta hurt.
Nope.
Hang in there,
Oh,
Scooby-Doo.
well I missed the clue, so I gotta retry that. I haven't missed the clue in a while.
Scooby-Doo.
It's not good.
Fun fact, the weapon that the guards are firing at you and the clue that you're grabbing is called a Super Spooker 4000.
How did I miss that one? Okay. I'm gonna do D-pad strats now. I mean, not D-pad strats, analog stick strats. Try for it.
Like, watch it, man.
There, I got it. Okay. Now I gotta not die, so I don't lose it. There's the checkpoint, good.
Like, are you scared?
I've recently started doing this risky alligator strat. I don't know if you're not supposed to get through that or what, because that's an impossible jump to make unless you go next to the alligator like I did.
Let me see, what do you do for these struts? Oh, I just jump over top the elevator, or alligator.
Yeah, I couldn't make it though when I tried to, I couldn't make it to the, what's it called?
Next platform.
Yeah. I just go next to and get the really silly camera. The hitboxes of some of these obstacles are really weird, and some of them are also really hard to see.
That's gotta hurt.
Luckily, there's a checkpoint right before these chili peppers in case you missed them like I did. Oh! Well, that's annoying.
Shaggy, sir.
Well, that's annoying.
Gotta hurt.
This has been a pretty bad motorcycle segment overall, but it is okay. It is good.
Scooby-Doo.
There's very little segments of this that I actually take my finger off the acceleration. I want to hear I want to fly. There it is. First try catch up.
Watch it, man.
Okay, this is now the last part of minecart. This isn't too hard though. It's just remembering the route. It took me a while to do this when I was doing all mini games earlier, but I got that first try, so happy about that. It's also much easier, like track layout than all mini games, because they had a bunch more obstacles for like no reason, because you're not actually supposed to be able to complete them. They wanted to make it really difficult to complete, and they did their job well, I'm telling you.
Scooby-Doo.
Hang in there, Scooby-Doo.
Eradicator.
Yay, motorcycle done. On to the final boss, and I actually have everything this time for the 100%, which is nice.
Except the barbecue sauce.
Yeah. So the way this boss fight works is while the zombies are shaking the truck, you get mojo. So it's optimal to catch one zombie shaking the truck to spawn these two zombies in the back. So now we fight the big zombie. He's going to start with a barf attack. Hopefully I can lure him into another barf attack. Because the barf attacks you can actually dodge, but you cannot dodge the stomp attacks.
Wait a second, how many zombies did you just catch before the big zombie titan showed up?
5. Am I out of mojo? Velma thankfully throws you Scooby snacks
Of course.
if you're in trouble, and he's gonna do this again to me. It's mean. And that's time for the bayou. On to World 5, the lab. So we
What's
can
world
only-
record?
World record is 146, I believe. I'm not sure though.
So yeah, it turns out that the land that they're trying to sell this to, Sherman, or the company that they're trying to sell the land to, Sherman Tech, is owned by the company that's selling it to them. So pretty much there's a bunch of shady business going on.
Yeah.
And so now they're going to Sherman Tech headquarters to figure out what's going on.
Mhm. And so as you'll be seeing the first half of Elevator early, but not the second half.
Sad face.
The second half of Elevator early you can't do in 100% because it skips getting a clue. So that box allows you to transform into these costumes. Now this is the first time you see the costumes in the run actually, and what the costumes do is they hide you from ghosts, but in this case they get you past security and you're able to sort of extend with optimal movement all the way into this room, which you're actually supposed to go through a roundabout way to get to. Now, some of that movement error would normally have cost time, except that these suits last too long for the purposes of... So it actually didn't waste any time.
Show it to Velma.
Now, one interesting difference between the console version of this game and the whatchamacallit version is that you actually don't have to show any of the clues to Velma in this game. Although you can, you don't have to. In the Game Boy game, you do actually have to show the clues to Velma.
Yeah, and I'll go into more specifics on what exactly is different.
And that'll be up next, probably in like 30 minutes, maybe a little bit less. I have an important question for you, Holly.
Yeah?
Who's in the lab?
Not entirely sure, but I think 115 is.
Oh man. FERANATOR115 in the lab.
Rob the Gamer.
Rob the Gamer 115 in the lab. With the what's the blaster called? The Super Spooker.
Super Spooker 4000.
Oh my god. Scooby-Doo Mystery Mayhem clue. It was Sherman Peabody in the library with the ghost costume. Ah, how'd you know? Okay, I'm gonna go for quick strats here with the
Alright, I'm gonna say it was Mindy Styles in the lab with the,
fire goose.
yeah.
Okay, just poor movement there made me miss a cycle, but that's okay. And I died. Darn.
Oh,
So that doesn't bring me back to the beginning of the lab, but it does lose quite a bit of time. I have to do 2 rooms over again.
yeah, I saved there because of that. I couldn't imagine even doing 100% on that, but even 9% just messing me up there. I'm not sure how exactly you die there when you're on no health. I guess it's just because when you start running, it automatically puts you into the fog, which if you're in a panic state, I think it does damage to you and kills you.
Or it could alternatively treat it like an alligator type enemy that just instantly kills you when you're at no health.
Yeah.
But it's okay, we're back now where we were, and hopefully I'll get the good cycle. I might do eggs a little bit later. Oh, nope. Actually, the cycle was even more screwed up than it was normally. Oh, that's not good. No, come on. Shaggy. Okay, Shaggy right now is stuck. There we go. Got him. Get out of there, Scoop. Get out of there, Scoop. 100% issues, am I right?
Always.
Okay. So I have to go open a door for a robot later. And I gotta be careful coming back, because if Scoop gets hit in the steam, it can insta-kill him. I'll have to redo that whole room again. Okay, luckily it didn't insta-kill him. He saw Shaggy first, so he didn't just instantly die. There's a snack box coming up I'm gonna grab for safety, obviously.
Look, Raggy, a robot.
So this robot controls pretty poorly. You have to take the position of the robot because the control stick turns the same way the robot turns. So if you're silly like me, you always get the turning wrong. You also kind of want to just barely touch the A button zone of these buttons so that you can just turn them like as soon as possible.
Yeah, and when you get right into the air range, it'll automatically put you right in front of the valve.
You don't have
So,
to do any lineup or anything.
You don't have to move really close.
Now this room coming up I absolutely hate.
Okay, Raggy.
Depending on movement, the camera cycles can be easy to deal with or annoying. So I got good camera cycles there. Earlier that room took me like 10 minutes just because my camera cycles were so bad. Now we're gonna kill a guard. So notice, notice that we lure this guard into a room back here. We do some backtracking later, and let's just say this guard isn't there anymore when we get back.
Oh, he
go
is
into
there.
that
He
more.
just replaced with something
Yeah,
else.
maybe. Yeah, you can say that.
Raggy, a robot.
Man, what a poor guy.
I agree.
What do you think his name was?
Zach.
Poor Zach.
Scoob! Like I was so scared. I almost lost my appetite. Almost.
Do you think this will work?
I sure hope so.
Okay, coming up is another trick. It's not in this next room, but in the room after. It's called yellow key early. Essentially, to get the yellow key card, as you'll see, you need to
I got a zombie!
get the yellow key card. You need to talk to a guard while wearing scientist clothes.
All the pieces over there.
And it's possible to make the game think that you and Shaggy are together when you're not. And I'll let the trick speak for itself in the next room coming up. Check if Lito's still in the chat. Maybe he fell asleep here.
Yeah, we'll see.
So you'll notice I leave Shaggy behind here, but they do the Scooby-Doo Shaggy to show that they're back together. Now we're gonna quickly grab the clue.
Oh boy, a clue.
Let me
On back.
let me check on something really quick. I'll be back in a minute.
Sure. We're gonna grab this costume and run right near the guard, and we get this yellow key card cutscene. And that's because what happens was it registers Shaggy as being on the bottom floor, and it registers Scooby close enough to the guard to trigger the cutscene. So we just get the cutscene real quick. Now normally you safety save here, but YOLO. This lightning is super deadly. But I avoided it, so we're good. This is the last robot of the run,
Look, Raggy, a robot.
so get hyped for robot strats. Okay. Now we start actually collecting the collectibles. At this point in time we have all but one clue, I believe. Let me see if I can get this early cycle. I got the early cycle! So normally you have to wait one cycle on that electricity, but if you go really quick and press the button, you actually don't. It's a really annoying clue.
Look, Raggy, a clue.
Like maybe it's about those strange antennas.
Oh man, did that just... Yep. Darn it. Okay, so the hitbox of that electricity can extend pretty far.
Like that's one.
So it actually... And the electricity here is an insta-kill, as you can see. This is probably where the most deaths will happen in the run, as you're trying to do things without getting hit by the electricity.
Better show it to Velma.
I'm going to let that electricity go, and I'm going to go afterwards. Oh, Fred's being mean. Okay, coming up is a small optimization you can use to skip waiting for this electricity. You can run next to it without dying. Like that. Now coming up is the last couple buttons and the leaks. And make sure you get the leaks.
It's not working.
Oh, bacon. I thought it was leaks. What am I thinking of? Oh, maybe there are leaks during one of the
Like one
mini
more to
games.
go, Scoob.
Okay, so now that we've finished this part, we literally have one more clue to grab and a bunch of ingredients during backtracking segment. backtracking segment, you essentially fight a lot of purple ghosts and zombies. And it's essentially a big ghost catching rush before the final boss. And so the story at this point in time is that I don't actually know. I have no idea. We need our lore master Holy
What'd you
back
find there, Scoob?
to explain that. And now, in these rooms, the ghosts are pretty much always on the same cycles.
Like I'm a
The
ghost wrangler. Get it?
zombies occasionally switch, and this is okay RNG for the zombie, except that he hit me immediately after catching the ghost, which is annoying. But I'm now just going to catch him here so I can be at full mojo for the next room. I'm missing 3 things, which is correct. Very good.
Back into the book, zombie. That's a feisty one. Ain't no need to haul the pieces over this. Come to Shaggy. All right, man.
Pretty much all B button presses, which is nice. All starting with B, which is very nice. Okay, so this is that room where that guard was before. You'll notice the guard's no longer here. But instead, where the guard was trapped, there are these 2 zombies. This one and one in the other room over there.
Oh no.
So, I think we killed him, guys.
Yeah, I don't really know what happened.
I got a zombie. One less
So what's the lore after you free the gang?
Well, let's get there first. Oh wait, no. Did you? Okay, you just did that already, right?
Yeah.
Okay, well, pretty much what happened was the gang, as soon as we went on the elevator, they were actually mind controlled by the company because their plan is to buy a bunch of land and buy for cheap around the country, and then build a bunch of satellites on those land or on the land, right? And then mind control everyone there to buy all of their VCRs.
Is that really it?
Yeah.
What? The lore you never knew, guys.
And then Selena Drake got kind of mad because she's like, "Oh, are you kidding me? I didn't do this to sell VCRs. I did it to rule the world." So now she goes crazy and she summons a bunch of spirits, and you have to stop her.
Yeah.
That's the story.
The norm.
Did you find any food?
Oh, so yeah, I was just doing a few jumping jacks because we're at the graveyard shift right now.
Yep. Very
Start
true.
of it.
He's got a
So
prep
if anyone
for
in
his run.
chat wants to party, that'd be great.
Party hard, hardy par. Hardy par par.
Because we probably need the most support right now.
Or the least, depending
The
on
least,
how you
yeah.
view it.
I caught a live. Or a dead one. Did you see that?
Hey, I just got PM by Metruption.
What do you say?
Hey, wanna do a Sea Guild race?
Say yeah.
Way to go, Aggie.
Oh, this zombie trolled me. He's all the way by the entrance.
Back into the book, zombie. Bye-bye, zombie.
It looks like we're gonna hit hit our estimate. Maybe be under a little bit too. We'll see.
Good, that'll give us some time to prep.
Not really.
Not really. Whatever, I'll try to get under my estimate too. Who knows what's gonna happen
Well,
though.
I might be under RBO. If I can't get ship skip within a couple tries, I'm gonna give up. Cause oh man,
Currently I'm in
Into the book, zombie.
like a weird like limbo state
Of
Where,
not
like,
tired.
where I'll go like moderately awake, you know, and then like 5 minutes later I'll be like
Yeah, you're pushing through the hump, dude.
You know, 75% sleep.
If I wasn't doing the run, I'd be also, I'd be more more in that mood as well. I
Yeah.
got good RNG with this zombie spawn. He's right under the stairs, so I can sit here and keep my mojo fill as I catch him. Mojo routing is fairly important in this run, because it is one of the hardest resources to maintain.
Snagged one. Get bye-bye, Ghost.
Is he really not in the water?
Like I got a ghost.
Shoutouts to buying VCRs.
Like I'm a ghost wrangler. Get it?
As I mentioned earlier, this is one of those circumstances where I didn't want to mash too much. I just wound up not mashing enough and the ghost got away. But I wanted to try to hold him so he didn't turn back into a fire ghost. Still worked out in the end, which is nice.
Hey Farah, do you
Yes.
know when Winslinator is gonna do another run?
No clue. You should check his stream now, because I don't think it's going to be on the Scoobython. Hashtag
Oh,
Google.
man.
Like gotcha, man. Like I got
So it's actually extremely important to go into the purple ghost fight with full mojo, because as part of the fight you have to catch two of the other fire ghosts it spawns to spawn the onion, and this is extremely frustrating.
Now, do you have to catch two different ones, or can it be like the same one twice?
No, it can be the same one twice.
like I bet the big fire ghost won't like this.
So essentially what you do is you do the same strats as normal, except as soon as you see a ghost go into the water,
Like
you
I'm
go
a
get him.
ghost wrangler. Get it?
Because the RNG of the ghosts actually going in the water is absolutely terrible. Oh, this isn't looking good. I need some speed snacks. Okay, so I caught two ghosts, so the onion has spawned. Now I just gotta go grab it real quick before I finish the boss fight.
Ghost won't like this.
Isn't too bad.
This cannot be.
Okay, and I'm on to the last part.
Fire ghost.
Alright, let me know when time is.
Yep, get ready on time. What happened now? Is there really a cutscene here? Yeah, there is, I guess.
Come to Shaggy.
And that's time.
139:01.
Nice. That's
Let me
probably
go.
really close to where
Blast you
minus the
Except
fact
for
that I
barbecue,
didn't have
yeah.
the barbecue sauce. Yeah.
Yeah,
Ooh,
so now
that's pretty
Selena
intense.
Selena Drake gets captured because, you know, she's kind of crazy. That's about it.
Essentially.
Oh yeah, and you know the librarian, he's actually an undercover agent, so that's pretty
Of
cool.
course he is.
How did you...
I did my homework.
So now that you've seen this game, remember it well, and we're gonna go over and go to the GBA game.
And do it all again.
Do it all again!
Same exact story, essentially.
For the books.
Same exact story, a lot of different memes.